Request lagu favoritmu di fitur live chat Audio Plus, aplikasi RCTI Plus.
Once again, welcome Coach Antaya to the press conference. Information from our media, please silence your phone during the press conference. And also please be mindful of the cameras behind you. Do not block or disturb the cameras behind you. And live broadcasting during the press conference is not allowed for the media. To the Coach Antaya, please share your opinion about North Team. Coach, okay. For the player,
First of all, I want to apologize because I can't vraćamo zbog toga jer je borba trening.
确实是我们马上接下来是我们的训练课，所以我们都穿的这个训练装来到这里。
Because we have an official training after, so we come here with our training clothes.
I sami tim pokazuju koliko je važno značaj i šta se čeka od sutrašnje utakmice.
也欢迎大家来到这里。咱们这次来了这么多的记者，甭管是中国的还是本地的，也体现出这场比赛的对双方的重要性。
Veselim se znači utakmice i da će biti 70.000 ljudi i vjerujem da će uživati u sutrašnju utakmicu između nas i Indonezije.
我们也非常有机会能够踢这样精彩的比赛，而且相信到时候来到场地的会有超过7万的观众。这对于我们来说也是一次难得的机会，这么重要的比赛，我们也希望我们的球员能够完美的到场上去发挥。
1,000 attendance for tomorrow's game, so it is a very important game for us, and I hope all the team could have a.
U kojoj su 3 standardna sudionika svjetskih prvenstva, Japan, Saudija, Australija i 3 momčadi koje također sa visokim ambicijama su krenule u ove kvalifikacijske utakmice.
大家也都非常清楚，我们这个小组呢，应该说是一个竞争非常激烈的一个小组。咱这个小组里，首先日本、澳大利亚、沙特都是世界杯的常客，而另外的中国、巴林和印度尼西亚都在非常高的热情去竞争接下来进到下一阶段比赛的这个资格。
Competitive group. We have Japan, Australia, and Saudi Arabia in this group, and they are the participated for the Cup of a lot of times, and also for Bahrain, China, and Indonesia. They have very high expectation for the World Cup.
Z naše skupine plasmana svjetsko prvenstvo, ali isto tako očekuju i mi, Indonezija i Bahrain. Borimo se za tu 4. odnosno 3. poziciju i jasno da smo svi mi optimisti i želimo baciti kvalificirati za dodatne kvalifikacije.
那在这里呢，首先要祝贺日本队已经获得了出线的资格。从我们其他这几支球队来说，印度尼西亚、巴林、中国，我们在竞争接下来3、4名，我们希望每个人都有好运气，都有希望晋级到下一阶段的比赛。
And I would like to congratulations to that we all have a chance to go to the next stage for the qualification. So we wish good luck, best luck for everyone in this group.
Utakmica protiv sjajnih protivnika koji kroz ove kvalifikacije pokazuju odlične igre i jasno da sa vrlo visokim ambicijama nastavljaju ovo natjecanje. Ove zadnje 2 utakmice su odlučujuće i mi svi ponavljamo smo optimisti, želimo našim momcima sve najbolje i nadamo se dobrom rezultatu.
印度尼西亚是一支有实力的球队，通过这次18强赛的到现在的这些比赛呢，他们也在比赛中踢出了很好的内容。也相信接下来这2场比赛对我们2支球队来说都是非常关键的比赛，从而决定我们是否能够晋级下一阶段。还是像刚才说的那样，希望我们每支球队都有好运气，都能够达成我们的目标。
For both of us, as we mentioned just now, we hope that every team in this group should have the luck, and we can go to the next stage.
做了已经很充分的备战，在国内，然后来到这里，也为这场艰难的为了这场比赛能够取胜，我们会在球场上付出所有。
I think we are ready for this game, and we know for the expectation for this game. Besides the result, we have no choice. So we will fight ourselves, and we will fight for the result. and finally we will give everything we can to get the result we want.
Question, please raise your hand. Can you state your name, your media organizations, and to whom your question is addressed? The media, please. In the front, please, first.
对，队员张雨宁刚才也说了，愿意为这场比赛奉献出所有。我们也知道，其实天气条件对双方的球员是公平的，但是真正来到这里，在比赛场中如何去分配自己的体能，在最后24小时，你觉得还可以用什么样的方法去把自己调整到一个最好的比赛状态？谢谢。
Hvala na pitanju. Nisam posebno apostrofirao ili napomenu da je naš cilj naravno pobjeda i kao u svakoj utakmici tražimo pobjedu i kao u svakoj utakmici se pripremamo da pobjedimo. Jasno da neće biti lako ili jednostavno jer naravno Indonezija ima iste ambicije, istu želju, isto htjenje i vidjet ćemo sutra ko će se bolje snaći u svemu tome. Što se tiče naše igre u napadu, naravno da će doći do nekih malih promjena, ali mislim da danas u svijetu praktički nema nepoznanica, koliko su već pristupne informacije svih medija, da gotovo da nekih nepoznanica ni nas ni Indonezije nema.
来说，我们尽量把这场比赛呢当成一场普通的比赛，但我们每场比赛我们的目标都是一样的，都是要取得比赛的胜利。从我们角度来说，我们这场比赛面前的困难是很多的，当然同时我们在锋线上会有什么新的组合？相信现在这个世界媒体这么多，消息这么多，承受比赛一样去正常的准备这个。
Terakhir sebelum pertandingan besok, kalau perasaan antara timnya sangat baik dan positif juga, dan Emil sendiri merasa bahagia dan dia ingin semuanya untuk mengerti bahwa besok itu laga yang sangat penting dan semoga semuanya tetap positif di laga besok.
The team could have trained good in Bali campaign. We didn't have any time, and luckily I could have seen the progress that we made, the things that we want to see tomorrow. I see it very clearly. We know the importance of the game tomorrow. So yeah, all the things that we trained, it comes back on the game for tomorrow. If I may say, I'm very confident, counting on my players, that they execute the things that we trained. And I'm really looking forward because for me it takes really long to stand tomorrow in the GBK in a full stadium, and that the fans have a good game, and I hope that we can serve them with a good result. But I'm really confident for tomorrow.
Coach Patrick merasa cukup baik terjadi di Bali, di mana sebelum kampanye terakhirnya di 2 laga tidak banyak waktu untuk Coach Patrick bisa ngelatih timnya. Kalau kali ini dia bisa melihat ada progres yang dilakukan oleh timnas sendiri. Besok adalah laga yang penting di mana dia harap pemain-pemain setelah udah latihan bisa menunjukkan progresnya. Dia ingin para pemain untuk menunjukkan progres dan juga eksekusi training atau latihan yang mereka sudah jalankan. Besok kita harapkan akan ada stadium yang penuh karena besok Coach Patrick mengharapkan untuk result atau hasil yang positif juga. Dan Coach Patrick juga ngerasa percaya diri bahwa besok bisa mendapatkan hasil yang positif.
Ini Coach, Edison from Kompas Daily. Kolaborasi, apa yang memberitahu Cina punya pelatih Branko Ivankovic yang lebih punya pengalaman bersaing, tapi Coach Patrick bisa dikatakan ini baru game yang ketiga juga bersama timnas. Dan
Coach, this is a match against China where you've stated that you're quite confident that we could get a positive result. You've said so to Eric Thohir as well, along with our media friends here. So what makes you confident of the team's ability to be able to perform in tomorrow's match, seeing that this is just your 3rd game with the team and the progress that you've made so far? What are you expecting from the team?
And the execution of the players were fantastic. For me, the most important thing is that the players need to recognize the things that we are offering them, what China will do tomorrow. The things that they did really were really good. Ball possession, ball loss, the 2 transition moments were really fantastic. And I did say, I hope for a good result, and I'm confident. So tomorrow we'll see what we bring on the table, and again, we can talk a lot of things, but tomorrow the execution of the players need to be very precisely on tomorrow's game, because it's very easy to say things, but tomorrow if we see it and we have the press conference after the game, I hope that my words are the truth that I'm saying now.
Baik. Apa yang dilatih sama eksekusi dalam pelatihan kemarin ini di training camp, karena para pemain menyadari apa yang harus dilakukan. Itu yang penting untuk dia juga, dari ball possession ataupun dari transisi, itu hal-hal yang dieksekusi dengan baik saat latihan. Kalau mengenai pertandingan, Coach Patrick ada percaya diri dengan hasil yang positif, tapi balik lagi itu semua tergantung besok apakah eksekusi ini akan terjadi di lapangan juga. Jadi semoga saat kita ketemu lagi di press conference setelah pertandingan, dia bisa membuat kata-kata itu benar. And for Emil, the second question was for you. In regards to the 4 matches away that China has had so far, they have had quite low ball possession at around 25%. In our last match as well, they were actually using their counters against us. So what have you got planned in order for you to be able to stay focused, as most of the time it is likely that we might see the offensive end and you will only see the Chinese attackers on the counter. What is your plan to maintain your focus throughout the match, if that is to happen, and how do you plan to keep you yourself and the defensive line ahead of you focused for those kind of incidents?
So this kind of the way, you know, the way they stay on the pitch, you know, the way of play. So we prepare. We know already which kind of team
melawan kita besok, di mana di laga pertemuan pertama mereka walaupun ball possession lebih sedikit, kita kena dari counter attack. Itu satu hal yang sebenarnya saat latihan sebelum menghadapi lawan kita besok itu udah disimulasikan saat training camp juga. Kalau mengenai konsentrasi, gimana cara menjaga konsentrasi sepenuh pertandingan, yaitu selainnya harus fokus, tapi itu emang dari mindsetnya Emil dan teman-temannya di lini belakang juga harus dijalanin seluruh pertandingan. Jadi tidak ada intinya momen-momen yang mereka melepaskan fokusnya juga. Kalau mengenai sistem yang udah dilatih, ini sebenarnya sudah dijalankan saat latihan, hal-hal seperti second ball ataupun pass accuracy atau passing yang lebih tepat, ini semua sudah dilatih juga. Tapi mereka tahu bahwa mungkin Indonesia akan memiliki possession bola lebih banyak. Ini justru hal yang harus diwaspadai, agar kita harus lebih hati-hati agar tidak kena counter attack. Tapi balik lagi itu semua udah dipersiapkan, tapi semuanya akan dijalankan besok karena kita tidak tahu besok perjalanan pertandingan akan seperti apa. Thank you.
Interviews after researching the last games between China and Indonesia.
Why nothing can be used? You can use everything of a previous game, of course.
Yeah, the interviews told us you never find that anything can be used.
I didn't say that.
Never.
The team is also quite energetic, really trying to push up the small spaces, have good pressure. So we need to watch out. We need to be 100% focused on the game. Don't let the easiness of the game go into your mind, because everybody knows that China has a good team. I'm not underestimating no one, not one opponent. So sorry for that, but we're not underestimating not one country, but I'm quite confident of my team. That's the thing.
Kita besok yaitu timnas Cina, di mana dia merasa ini adalah tim dengan kualitas yang baik, sistem yang baik juga. Mereka juga sangat tinggi ya, bisa main vertikal juga, di mana mereka juga penuh dengan energi dan bagus untuk bisa menebus ruang-ruang yang sempit. Jadi ini laga yang membutuhkan 100% fokus. Ini bukan laga yang mudah, dan yang pasti ini bukan lawan yang akan diremehkan atau dianggap gampang. Terima kasih.
All right. We didn't even train. The boys came in, and the next day we had to play. So the things that we mentioned, we let the old images of China came back, And now we have the remedy how to play against them, and you're going to train this. And if you see that in the training things are coming back what we want to see, and it has a result, that gives a very good feeling to the coaches. So that's first thing. And the second thing, Marcelino, of course, he's disqualified for this game. He's a great player, everybody knows that. But I'm very happy with the substitute that I have in the team at the moment.
Bedanya di dua laga pertama yang ditangani oleh Coach Patrick, perbedaannya adalah training camp dan seberapa besar impact-nya. Menurut Coach Patrick, selainnya training camp sendiri bagus dibandingkan laga lawan Australia di mana benar-benar hanya 1 hari mereka satu tim ada untuk latihan sebelum mereka harus berlaga. Ini jadi hal yang sangat baik dan sangat positif untuk timnya sendiri, karena kalau berkaca terhadap pertandingan pertama lawan Cina, itu banyak yang harus bisa dipelajarin dari laga itu, dan karena mereka ada waktu seminggu untuk latihan, ini jadi hal yang baik untuk mereka bisa bawa ke laga besok. Dan mengenai kehilangannya 2 pemain, Ragnar sama Marcelino, iya Marcelino adalah pemain yang hebat, tapi Coach Patrick sangat puas dengan pengganti yang dia ada di lineup dia saat ini. Terima kasih. Emil, go ahead.
I'm really excited for tomorrow, and first of all because I'm proud of it. You know, everybody know that I was born in Lombok, no? So if I think about also my family that we're gonna watch the game on the TV. Well, not all of them because a few of them will be here in Jakarta at the stadium. But if I think about all the people in Lombok that are gonna watch me, I think it's something incredible. As all the fans here at the stadium. To watch already and to see and to experience what they're capable of to do, with us before, during, and after the match. So, as you said, it would be our 12 player, because of course this energy in the pitch we can feel it. Maybe sometimes they're a little bit too much because sometimes we don't even, can hear what we say. Sometimes just I don't know. Hey, it's coming, or hey, you're alone. Sometimes it's difficult to hear it because there's so much noise. But at the same time, of course, it's something positive for us, and it's really exciting. And thanks, of course, to all the supporters that will be at the stadium and all the others who's gonna watching on the TV.
Thank you, Emil. Apalagi di depan fans kita sendiri, dia sangat semangat dan sangat bangga. Mungkin semua teman-teman juga udah tahu bahwa tempat kelahiran dia di mana, dan itu sebenarnya membuat dia sangat semangat karena ada orang-orang selain nonton di TV dari tempat kelahiran dia, tapi juga bisa menonton langsung di Gelora Bung Karno Stadium. Sekalian juga semua tahu bahwa dia sempat hadir di pertandingan sebelumnya di GBK, dan dia sudah merasakan energi yang ada di stadium yang berada dari fansnya dari sebelum, saat, dan setelah pertandingan juga. Dan itu energi, bahkan kadang-kadang sampai mereka sendiri juga kesulitan untuk dengar instruksi masing-masing. Tapi ini semua juga dibawa dengan positif, dan dia sangat berterima kasih atas supportnya semua teman-teman di Indonesia, mau yang nonton secara nggak langsung ataupun yang langsung di Gelora Bung Karno.